boys and girls. Welcome back. It's great to see you again. This is so exciting because we are starting our last week together, our last week of all these practice skills we've been practicing to help us be good readers and writers. So, the name of the game this week is a review week. Later on in this lesson, you might want a dry erase board and a marker or a piece of paper and a pencil. So, if you want to press pause, go get those materials and then come back and see me. That would be great. So I said this is a review week. The name of the game is review. So each day we're going to take a couple of the skills we've been practicing and we're going to talk about those skills again and just review what those mean so they're fresh in our brain. Some of the skills might be super duper easy for you because it's starting way back at the beginning of the year. Some of them might be a little more challenging for you, but I just ask that you do your very best and you work as hard as you possibly can because that's all your teachers really expect out of you. So today, our two skills we are going to be reviewing are rhyming and syllables. So rhyming is what we did in the very first couple of weeks we were together. And rhyming, remember, is when words sound the same at the end. So words like hip, chip, dip, lip, all of those words rhyme because they have the ending chunk. Now, it's really important that you pay attention because just because the sound at the end is the same doesn't mean that it rhymes. So if you had a word like tent and jet, they both end with that T sound, but they don't rhyme. They don't have the same ending chunk. So we're going to be doing an activity today that we've done before just to help you remember what it is with rhyming. The other skill we're going to be reviewing is syllables, and syllables sometimes are called word parts too. So you could hear them asked both ways. Like you might hear a question like, how many syllables is in this word, or how many word parts is in this word? They both mean the same thing. It's just how many beats that you hear in a word. And why is that important? Well, as you move on, longer words, if you're able to chunk them up into syllables when you're having to spell, makes it a little bit easier. It also does the same if you're trying to sound out words. So that's why we need to know about syllables. So just to get our brains warmed up with rhyming, I'm going to give you two words and you're just going to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down to see if they rhyme. Are you ready? Super duper easy. Here we go. Fat, bat. Do those words rhyme? Dun, da, da. Yes, they do. Fat and bat rhyme. Good. How about red, rid? Do those words rhyme? Red, rid. Wah, wah. They do not. And that's where you have to be careful, boys and girls, because they both end with a D sound, but they don't rhyme. Let's do two more. How about mat and hat? Do those words rhyme? Mat, hat. Yes, they do. Very good. And the last one, just to get our brain warmed up. How about play game? Those words rhyme. No, wah, wah. Those do not rhyme. All right, I'm going to share my screen. So let me make myself smaller. And now we're going to jump over to syllables. Remember, syllables are parts of a word or beats in a word. So there's a couple different ways you can figure out a syllable. You can clap it. So if I said a word like Ryapel, you could go Ryapel to figure out how many beats or parts are in that word. Some people like to put their hand under their chin and they count how many times their chin goes down. Other people use fingers and just go Ryapel. There really isn't a right or a wrong way to do it, boys and girls. It's just for whatever is easier for you. So we are going to do a sort again. And my box, I will tell you, underneath me, you can't see it, there's a 5 under there because today we might have a word that has 5 syllables in it. Hint, hint. So we did this a long time ago. We had different pictures, but what we're going to do today is I am just going to click on the picture. We are going to clap it together and we're going to move it to which number of syllables that word has. So let's start with umbrella. Ready? Do whatever works best for you. Clapping, finger, doing one finger for each, or even putting your hand under your chin. All of those are great ways to figure out how many syllables are in a word. Ready? Umbrella. Umbrella. How many word parts or syllables? 3. Good. So we're going to take umbrella and we're going to move it down to the 3. Good. Here is a monkey. I want you to try to do that one on your own. Monkey. Shout it out loud and proud. How many syllables do you hear in monkey? Monkey. Did you say 2? Yes, monkey or monkey, whichever way you like to figure it out. There are 2 syllables or word parts in monkey. Good. Here is a watermelon. I want you to clap that and figure out how many word parts are in watermelon or syllables. Do it again, watermelon. Ready to check yourself? Shout it out loud and proud. Let's see how you did. Ready? Watermelon. How many claps? Watermelon. Did you say 4? Yes, there are 4. Very good. All right, we're going to go up here to the ball. Go ahead and figure that one out on your own. Ball. Shout it out loud and proud. Ready? Ball. Or if I did my chin, ball. It only comes down one time. So there is 1 syllable in the word ball. How about this one? Hippopotamus. Whew, that's a long word. Go ahead and shout it out once you have it. Ready? Hippopotamus. Ooh, that's a lot. Hippopotamus. How many syllables? 5, yes, and my 5 is hidden behind my picture. So I'm going to pull my hippopotamus over here, but you can't see it. It disappeared, but there was a 5 there. Oh, it's not letting you. We just know that that's 5. We'll move this little guy over here. He'll go right here. He's 5. All right, in our last picture. This is an elephant. Go ahead and figure it out on your own. Shout it out loud and proud when you have it. Ready? Elephant. Elephant. How many syllables? 3. Good, and we'll move it just up top of here. Awesome. So now, boys and girls, we're going to move on to where I said you might want to get a dry erase board or a marker. This is a really easy way to practice. Oops, sorry. This is a really easy way to practice rhyming words. So what I did is I just typed a bunch of at chunks. So at, at. And if we just add a beginning sound to it, that will make sure that those words rhyme. And you, as a writer, can just be making lists and lists of words that rhyme if you have the chunk the same. So let's start with the first one. If you want to write the at chunk, and if I'm moving too fast, make sure you press pause. I'm going to go a little bit quicker just so our video doesn't take too long, but you always can press pause and then join us again when you're ready. So if you're thinking of words that rhyme, if I wanted to start with the first word that I can think of, I would say, if I put a there, that word is hat. Hat. Good. What other words can you come up with that rhyme with hat? And all you're doing is putting a different beginning sound. So if I put that there and I stretch to the sounds, at, fat. Good. What if I added this 2 letters that make one sound? That's a digraph. CH says ch, ch. That would be chat. Good. And let's think. Can you come up with one more word that rhymes with hat, fat, chat? You could say bat. You could say cat. I'm going to add an initial blend. Something that you might not have done yet, but an SPL says spol. Ready? Splat. Splat. Good. So if I read through these words, all of these words, friends, rhyme. Hat, fat, chat, splat. They're all rhyming words because they have the same ending chunk. This AT at the end makes them rhyme. All right, let's do one more. We're going to do the op chunk. So again, all of these words are going to rhyme because they sound the same at the end. This little chunk right here, OP, is going to make it, I'm going to bold that, is going to make it so all these words rhyme. So let's just start with another H. Let's stretch those sounds. What is that word? Hop. Hop. Good. Now, if you want to press pause and you want to do OP, 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 and then you can just add a beginning sound to it or write the words with us, it's up to you. Remember, pressing pause, that's the beauty of a video. You can always press pause for us, or always press pause and then join us back. All right, hop. What else would rhyme with hop? Hop. Ooh, I know one. I'm going to add that letter. Mop. hop, mop. What else could rhyme with hop? Hop, mop. And sometimes you might come up with a silly word too, like lop. Lop isn't a real word. Lop is a silly word, but it does rhyme. Hop, mop. Ooh, I'm going to do another blend, or I'm sorry, not blend, digraph. I'm going to do another digraph. SH. SH says shop. Good. What other word could I come up with that would rhyme with that? Hop, mop, shop. Ooh, I've got this one. Another initial blend. Stop. Stop. Good. All of these words rhyme, friends. Hop, mop, shop, stop. And on your dry erase board, you could keep going and going with all the words that would rhyme. You just have to make sure that this ending chunk is always the same because that's what makes it a rhyming word. So hop, mop, shop, stop, chop, bop, all of those words rhyme because the ending chunk is the same. And if I changed it, like if I put this in there, if I change that P to a T, shot, now that does not rhyme. If you listen, you have hop, mop, shot, shop, stop. Do you see how it sounds different? So that's what you're listening for, is that ending chunk to sound the same. So that's it for today. That's our syllable and rhyming review. You'll have an activity to do that will review that or those skills, maybe one or the other, probably not both. And I think that's it. So we'll be back tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about where we hear beginning sound, middle sound, and ending sound. So we're going to be listening for where the sound is in a word, beginning, middle, and end. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.